Hi guys, so I'm here at the salon and I thought I would come in today before I do Julia's hair and do a tutorial. I've been really wanting to do a 90s hair tutorial. I'm kind of like known for big hair, so stay tuned and I will show you how I do it. First, I'm gonna go over what you will need to create this look. First of all, the products that I'm gonna start out with, before you even blow dry your hair, or if your hair is dry and clean, you can put a little bit of this in and then just blow dry it in, but I'm going to be working with a root lift. This one is Rootalicious by O&M, one of my favorite product lines. I'll be using a lot of that today. At that point, once your hair is all dry and ready and open canvas, you're going to need a very, very tiny curling iron to make those little 90s curls. I think this is like 1/4 of an inch. 1/3 of an inch? Little, itty bitty. You're also going to need a couple clips, wet brush, hairspray. I'm using O&M Original Queenie Firm Hold. A texture spray. I'm using O&M Desert Dry. And a light serum for flyaways. I'm using Oway's Glossy Nectar today. Okay, so I have my root lift in, I blow dried it in a little bit. Now you're going to want to separate out your hair, especially if you have thicker hair like me. I like to separate with my rows of NBR. So I'm gonna hit up the bottom row first. All of this hair, all the hair. This is where 2 clips might come in for me. Okay, maybe, let's see if they'll hold it up. Okay, and then I typically split my section into 2. I brushed it before I came into the salon today, but I have crazy texture to my hair, so I normally have to brush it all the time. Okay, so this is a really little curling iron, and the most important part of creating this almost permed 90s hair look is to take your time and take small sections. Okay, that's a little curl. I'll show you how I do it all the way through. My NBR. I tend to curl with a twist and a slide. And then I kind of gently twist out of my curl, gently twist out of my curl. Unlike most of the time when you see me curl, I will not be leaving any ends out. I want to curl all the way down to the bottom. Okay, I'm going to keep curling through this bottom section, and I will. Okay, at this point I have my bottom layer curled. I want my curls to kind of mimic like a 90s spiral perm. So I made sure that they went down through most of my ends. Now at this point, I'm not gonna hairspray it or anything. I am going to hit it with a little bit of that texture spray that I mentioned earlier, just to kind of set them. I want them to be nice and fluffy when I brush them out in a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna finish up my curls and I'll touch back in a minute. Okay guys, I'm back and I have most of my hair curled in these little ringlets. I always typically, when I'm styling any kind of style with NBR, I leave out my mohawk. And the reason why I do that is because typically when we're curling NBR, we have these wefts right here that we're working with and we're tying everything together. And so you want to leave out, unless you have really, really thick hair that doesn't blend well, I should say. But otherwise, you always want to leave out this top mohawk because this is the piece that's still like all your natural hair, and you can actually get right up to the scalp with these curls. So I am going to split my hair down the middle for now. And I am going to do little curls away from my face and all the way up to the scalp. Like this guy. Okay, sorry. Interrupted by the UPS man, of all things. So, I've got my first tiny little curl. And now it's kind of mixed in here. We're just gonna take it. And all these little baby guys, I'm gonna do really small sections. Basically, the whole concept up here is I just want to get as close as I can to the scalp to create the volume that we need to have that really 90s-esque hair. I guess I should say early 90s because I feel like late 90s this wasn't as in. This is like my mother's generation of hair right here. Maybe it's why I secretly like it so much. Okay, so I'm just going to continue through this mohawk section, getting as close as I can up to the scalp. I will be right back. Okay, so now I have all of my hair curled. So much fun. But leave your iron on because we're not done with it yet. At this point, I'm going to do a tiny bit of texture. I'm going to spray a little bit of our hairspray. I'm never a crazy hairsprayer, but with these curls, you want a little staying power. Okay, so now is the scariest part for most people. The brush out. What I always do is I normally start from the bottom and work my way up. I leave the iron on and you'll see why in just a minute. Let me get up close so you can see kind of how these bad boys are brushing out. All fluffy. My mom would be so proud right now. Okay, look at this hair. So much fun. Okay, so typically at this point, I put my flip in. Now, a lot of people would think you would start with your flip, but I think that doing your curls the opposite direction actually gives you way more volume right here at your flip. Also kind of breaks it up and gives you some curl volume right here where you want it. Now, I told you to leave your curling iron on because typically at this point, after you get through this brush out, you're going to see that I have a lot of volume right through here on this side. And this is also like a kind of play with it thing. I have a lot of volume right here on this side and not as much over here. I also have some flyaways that I don't really love. So I'm going to come in and grab some really teeny tiny pieces and I'm gonna wrap at this point. Sound effects required as well. Anyone else like a sound effect maker when they're doing things? Because I know I am. Okay, I'm just getting these itty bitty curls in here. Look at those bad boys. So pretty. This is one of my favorite styles to recreate. Also, by wrapping for these curls, instead of doing the twist, you're introducing a little bit of a different curl pattern. Anybody with natural curls or even permed hair, they don't have like a 100% the same curl pattern. I'm gonna grab especially some of this stuff that kind of pulls right away from my face and wrap it. Grab a couple pieces over here, maybe. Oh, I don't really like that guy. Okay, sometimes you get crazy guys. I wrapped in the wrong direction because I'm looking in the wrong direction in the mirror. Heck with it. I'm gonna wrap it. He's terrible. Okay. Can't win them all. Okay, there we go. I got some of these little guys in here. Set down my curling iron. Now I'm probably gonna use my fingers to brush these guys out. You can use your brush again too, but. Okay, so now in general, this looks wonderful. I have some flyaways, and because I want it to look like kind of natural slash permed hair, I'm going to grab a little bit. Oh, apparently I'm breaking the nozzle off the top of my serum here. Shh, don't tell me. I'm gonna grab just like a pump of serum. Maybe not for anyone who has super fine hair, but I don't have fine hair. And I'm just gonna gently run my fingers through some of the frizzier pieces. Okay, and now I have some 90s curls. Thanks for watching, everyone.